It is yet another day, and this day has been going on for a little while now. It's a little bit past 4 o'clock, I believe. So I thought it was about time I get some footage for Vlogmas Day 21. I just got back from the dress rehearsal for this Christmas pageant that we're doing at church. The dress rehearsal was today, and so the actual thing is tomorrow morning. It went better than I thought it would, the rehearsal. It went pretty smoothly, I think, actually, thank God. And now I'm home again. I think I will go out again, though. I don't know how interesting this day, as far as this video goes, is going to be. I would like to go purchase garbage cans in a little bit. So I mean, how interesting is that? Going to purchase garbage cans. I may bring you along anyway, but until then, I thought I would share with you a little something that I believe I heard from the Lord. I shared a little something like that with you yesterday, and I thought I would do it again today. And what I mean by a little something is it's not a full-length video like some of mine are, where the whole video is a message of some kind. This is going to be an abbreviated version of that sort of thing. And again, it is something I believe I heard from the Lord during my prayer time one morning. And I will read it to you because I wrote it down. And I will read it to you as I heard it. So I have not edited it or worked it over or anything like that. And the title to this little bit of something that I'm going to share with you, the title of it is Following the Truth. So what I believe I heard is, "You look to me and follow me, daughter, not man or his own ideas, because there is a great difference between man's ideas and the truth, child, especially as it pertains to my ways. Man's ways and my ways are very different indeed, my own. Do not think they are the same. Man is only right when he aligns himself with truth. Mine, as you know, there is deception alive and well in the church, amongst my people. I want it rooted out. It does not belong there. It is unfitting. I have been trying to keep my church pure since there was a church, daughter. In this respect, things have not changed, and many a New Testament book is about how to live as a Christian, how to live as the church, instructions for my own. If my own do not listen and go their own way, that is their choice, that they will account to me for. For not only have they read the instructions for themselves, but have taken it upon themselves to instruct others. And some have not followed the instructions, but have followed their own ideas, or the ideas of other men. They refused to see what I said, instead embracing man's ideas of religion and religious traditions. This happens frequently, beloved. They will believe men before they believe me. They adhere to and respect the religious traditions or their own ideas more than me, thinking these things are one and the same. Beloved, often they are not one, and they are not the same. May my own differentiate between the two." And that's the end of what I wanted to share. of what I believe I heard from the Lord. So I do not think I will elaborate on that. I will let it be what it is, and hopefully you will get something good out of that.
Open sesame.
They're supposed to be down this way, I think. Okay, that is what I am looking for right there. Looks like there's some more of them there. And it should come with a lid. So there we go. Lids and cans. And I wanted this to put some grains into that would make the grain safe from being eaten by, you know, like critters like mice or rats or something like that. So these lids fit pretty snug. And so, yeah. Specifically bags of rice I'm planning to put in these. I decided to get this for my mom. It is the end of the day, basically. It's like 2 or 3 minutes to 9 o'clock now, and I'm going to do the advent calendar. We are on day 21, And day 21 says this. It says, enjoy. Grab your tiny and make a nice cup of coffee or tea. So these small pieces of chocolate that are in this advent calendar, apparently they've been referring to as tinies because they make a full-size chocolate bar. Grab your tiny and make a nice cup of coffee or tea. That is not a bad suggestion. I don't really drink coffee, but I do drink tea, so maybe I'll make a cup of tea, a hot cup of tea. That does sound pretty good. But I will go ahead and open door 21. See if I can do this without hurting myself this time. This is what it looks like, and this is another one of the dark milk chocolate pieces, which I was gonna say I opened that yesterday, and I did, but it was actually from day 9, the one I opened yesterday that was this flavor. And I do like this one, so that works out for me. I realize now I haven't been trying these on camera for a little while, but I haven't come across a new one yet. So maybe I will open another door. I'll put that aside. Let us go to day 10. Day 10 says, our bar tells our story. The pieces are unequally divided like the profits in the chocolate industry. Do you always get the big Tony's piece? And again, like I said, I think they make a full-size chocolate bar that I've never actually had before. And I'm thinking that, have you ever seen a chocolate bar where it's like in breakable sections? I think their chocolate bar is like that, but the pieces that are like molded to be broken off are in maybe abstract shapes. Maybe I should buy one and see what it looks like in real life. But so no, do I always get the big Tony's piece? No, I've never tried their full-size chocolate bar. Okay, door number 10. It looks like this. And this is milk nougat. And no, I haven't tried this one before, so I will go ahead and try this one. Looks like that. This one's okay. It's milk chocolate with, I think, little pieces of nougat in it, but this is not what I think of when I think of nougat. These are like, I'll show you, like little specks of it in there. Anyway, it's not bad. It's not bad at all. Then again, I'm wondering if it tastes so good because I'm so hungry right now, but if I'm lacking enthusiasm right now, if I sound like I'm lacking enthusiasm right now, it's because I am. I am. So I got the garbage cans. And yes, I'm talking with my mouth full. I got the garbage cans, that went fine. Then I went to a pet store just to look around. I wanted to go look at the mice because I was thinking about getting a pet mouse, but I decided against it. I enjoyed looking at the animals in there though. However, it was a little bit sad. I saw that some bettas, I do have my own betta at home, but I was just looking around in there. I always find it a little sad to see the betta fish in those little cups of water. And these ones looked especially rough. They looked especially rough because some were floating, like floating dead in the little cup of water. And other ones were still alive, but had fuzz, like this fuzzy disease growing on them, and they were still alive. It's kind of sad to see, you know what I mean? Just because an animal can not die in a small little cup of water like that doesn't mean that that's how they should be kept. I find that quite sad that, how can I say it, a fairly rugged little creature like that can survive in an actual cup of water, because they're like capable of surviving. That is like a lease to keep them that way. Like, it is just because they can survive that way, so that's taken advantage of, and they're housed like that. I'm not a fan of that. But, and they were so pretty too. Even the one, like the dead ones and the diseased ones, you could see they're still very beautiful little fish, and yet so neglected. I almost wanted to rescue one of them, but it was covered in fuzz, and I have a small goldfish tank, and I have my other 10-gallon tropical fish tank, and that's already has a betta in it, and another little fish, and some snails in there, but so I don't have room to be rescuing a fish and trying to treat the disease. So anyway, other than that, I liked looking at the animals in the pet store. I always tend to like animals. It was fun to see those chameleons in there. But yeah, okay, so after the pet store, I went to the grocery store. I went to the grocery store because I was hungry, which is supposedly, not the time to go grocery shopping, but I thought of what I had at home in the refrigerator, and that would require more significant cooking to prepare, and I didn't want to do that because it's like past 9 o'clock at night now, and tomorrow is probably going to be a full day. I didn't feel like cooking that much, so I just got some hot dogs and some buns. So like at this moment, the hot dogs are boiling on the stove. Anyway, okay, so I got into a bad mood, to be honest. I got into a bad mood because I went to the self-checkout, and I was checking out the groceries, and then not to get into too much detail, but basically I felt like I was encountering an employee at the grocery store that was not in a good mood and didn't mind showing it, and I just felt like I was like doing something wrong because I was checking out my own groceries, and it just it was kind of depressed me. It depressed me a little bit, and I was surprised it affected me that much, like who cares what some attitude of some person who works somewhere at a grocery store, like who cares about someone's attitude? I'm not trying to degrade grocery store workers. I'm saying anybody anybody's attitude. I don't care who they are. Why would that affect me? And it doesn't always, but it did this time, and it was, I'm not sure why. Maybe I was feeling extra sensitive, or like I just didn't get what was happening. Like I was just checking out, doing the self-checkout thing, and anyways, so I'm not in the best mood right now. I'm slightly depressed, which happens. I mean, I don't really know anybody that's in a good mood all the time. Maybe especially this time of year. Emotions perhaps can be a little sensitive. Like, I understand people having a bad day. Maybe she was having a bad day. Maybe she was in pain. Maybe this, maybe that. Maybe she, I don't know. You know, people have their reasons for not being in the best mood and not being able to like put on a persona, like like put on a mask that they show to the public. Sometimes it's not as difficult to even put the mask on anymore because the inner emotions are bubbling over. So tomorrow Sunday is the Christmas pageant thing. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I think it should go smoothly. I have 9, I believe 9. Yeah, I think it's 9 different Christmas songs to play. I do have something that I want to talk about tomorrow as well. Something that, so the other day I said that much has transpired since Vlogmas Day 8, I believe it was. I said much has transpired since then. And tomorrow I think I will share with you what I was referring to. It's significant to me. It's kind of a big deal to me. Not to be dramatic or something. To me it's a big deal. Maybe to other people it isn't. But so tomorrow I plan on talking a little bit about that. Or a bit about that. We'll see. But until then, I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in the next one, Lord willing.